Hi, Murtaza. It is very nice to be speaking with you today. We have now been working together for a couple of months, and we've been running ads for just a bit over 100 days. And I appreciate you coming to share your experience. So,
My pleasure.
yeah, Murtaza, could you just start by quickly introducing yourself, kind of tell us a bit about your background in real estate, your experience in the industry, and guess where your business currently stands?
Guys, my name's Murtaza, and I'm a broker in Remax in Ottawa. I've been a real estate agent I just finished my fourth year this year, and I help people buy and sell homes. I mostly specialize in listing. I find I'm more comfortable with the listing, and I like to prepare people's homes and staging, renovation, that kind of stuff. I find it more rewarding. I do like working with buyers also, but I'm a little bit of a lazy guy sometimes. I don't like driving people around, but I enjoy that as well. And that's what I do.
Okay. So, Murtaza, when we first connected, good, I guess almost a year now ago, you told me that you stayed away from lead generation,
Yeah.
pretty much your whole real estate career. Why is that?
Well, Rashid, I built my business the first 3 years, 3.5 years with literally nothing online. I did not have any social presence. And I was just doing the grind work. That's how I started with real estate, door knocking, for sale by owners, no referral business, no family. It was just the hard grind work. And I like to say I did pretty well for myself. I did receive platinum within my first years, which is about making $250,000 GCI in your first year. So every year I've been a platinum agent. And when you do that kind of guerrilla marketing tactic, knocking on people's door and everything, after 2, 3, 4 years, you kind of lose steam and you get tired, right? So um, my next thing was, once the door knocking tires me, once the for sale by owner tires me, because it was keeping me busy enough, right? So I said, once I get to that level, then I'm going to invest in having an online presence and doing lead generation. And I stayed away, and even in my second and the third year, I stayed away from lead generation because I heard horror stories. I heard people just getting shitty leads, or they were, not genuine leads or whatnot. And everybody had a horror story. And with online and stuff, I said, you know what, I'm busy enough. I don't need the online. So when I started shopping and looking around as to, uh, going online, I did a couple of things. Number one is I hired an assistant, I hired a social media manager, and then the next thing was, how do I collaborate with people who are good marketers who can market me and bring me leads? And I was reluctant. I was not comfortable with just signing up with any uh, anybody. And the only reason why I agreed to meet with Rashid is because he was helping a colleague of mine do her marketing. So that a little bit of trust for me, because I said, you know what, my friend, she knows them. I'll meet with them. So I met with them with a skeptical mind, because nowadays you see everywhere online people say, "Hey, work with us. We'll get you this lead and that lead," and I heard a lot of horror stories
Yeah.
from them. So the only thing that allowed me to have a little bit of faith and trust was, they are local. They are in Ottawa. They're not in some random country. I can meet with them, and I have a person who's working with them. And when I asked for a reference, they said, you know what, these guys seem to be okay. They're pretty straightforward. They're very helpful. They answer their phone. So I took a chance with you guys.
Thank you so much, Murtaza. And yeah, that's a very common thing for most agents.
Yeah.
They either stay away from the marketing because they hear horror stories, or they try something and it doesn't work out, and they are the people who tell the horror stories because it didn't work out for them. Okay. And just to give people some context, what specific results have we been able to achieve together so far?
Well, I have closed deals. I have listed properties, and I've bought properties through the campaign that we have created. And so yeah, it's been successful. Couple of campaigns that we've run now. We did a seller campaign, and right now we're doing buyer campaign. And hopefully, the next couple of months, our goal is for the spring market to just go full blast and go buyer and seller campaign. So we've had great success, and I'm looking forward to building more because I feel like there's so much more potential. And what I liked, sorry, what was your question? What do I like?
Well, like what specific results were we able to achieve? Like, if you could just give the numbers, that would be great.
Bringing good, decent leads
Right.
and always being flexible to tweak things. So if something's not working, we'll tweak something, tweak till we get to the right place. So that specific thing was how quickly we were able to pivot to get our messaging right. Like, remember um, um, we were running a campaign about listing your home, and the way to get
Right.
into that is let me do a free home evaluation for you.
Yeah.
So that opened the door for a lot of people calling and saying, I just want to get a list, find out what my home is worth. They were not even sellers. So me and Rashid, we got together multiple times. We tweaked our message to let them know that, hey, we'll give you home evaluation only if you're looking to sell or considering selling. And those things were happening in lifetime and quick. And once we did that, Rashid, remember, the doors were opening and the leads quality became better,
Yeah.
right? Because one thing I would say is these guys are not going to claim that they're experts, this or that. They collaborate with you. They're involved with you because it's a learning process, guys, right? You have your market, it's a unique market, and you need people who can pivot with you and change messaging or tweak things till it hits the nerve, right? So specifically, I mean, obviously be the number one thing, which is just good quality leads that come in, and then the rest is your work to nurture them and follow up and whatnot.
Yeah, Murtaza, and one of the best things about working with you so far has been this partnership relationship because many agents they think they can just completely rely on the company to do everything, and the deals are just going to fall on their heads. And it's been amazing working with you because you understand that this is like more of a 50-50 thing, where 50% is the leads, but 50% is the follow-up, is the hard work, is the communication with the leads to make sure that you can convert on them.
100%. I couldn't agree more, man. Whether you're getting a lead from an online a lead generating company, or you're getting a lead from your best friend or a referral or anybody, if your follow-up system is weak, you know what you're gonna say? You're gonna say after a couple of months, "Oh, that lead was no good. That buyer was no good. The seller was no good," and we will not take responsibility. From my experience, if I could say one thing that led me to do 30 to 40 transactions on an annual basis and create my own team and do it that way, is the follow-up system. There's no secret recipe. There's nothing. I'm not doing anything special. I get the lead from Rashid and he follows up and tweaks the videos and listens and watches the numbers and whatnot. Great. That's a he passes, right? The next portion, the next 50% is my work, right? If I'm going to follow up and I have a follow up system or a CRM that tells me I have to call this person on this date or send them a text message or an e campaign or whatever, if I don't do that, I cannot say it was a bad lead or the lead was no good,
Right.
right? Because not every lead will be perfect, guys, but every lead has some potential. Someone is going to close in 2 weeks, someone might close in 1 year. If you don't follow up, that after 1 year, that person is not going to deal with you, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Okay. And Murtaza, if someone, a real estate agent was kind of considering working with us, what would you tell them?
Give it a shot, guys. Give it a shot. You're working with good, honest guys who are hustlers, who work hard, who are not claiming any big talk or a big claim or anything, or none of that internet gimmick. They're honest guys. They're local guys. And I'm not a paid advertiser. You can look me up on Google. Just put Murtaza, Murtaza. In Ottawa, you'll see me. I'm an active agent. And the reason why I'm doing this and talking and giving this is because I want you guys to take advantage of this and give it a shot with these guys. If you're serious and you have what it takes to do a follow up after and not just rely and just think, oh, I'm just throwing my money and magically they will give me a perfect lead. There's no such thing. They will give you the leads. You have to follow up. You have to do due diligence. If you're a good, active person, you're going to love these guys. If you think you're just going to get the lead and the magic will happen, don't go with these guys. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. But if you are looking to add value to your business and you're willing to do the work, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Get the leads. Work on them. These guys will become a very important part of your business.
Murtaza, thank you so much for the kind words and for working with us for so long, for giving us a shot and for sharing your experience.
Absolutely, buddy.
It's definitely been a pleasure, and I'm very, very excited for the work that comes ahead, for the scaled up campaigns, for more success.
Beautiful.
And I've no doubts we'll see you in another interview in probably a year or two from now. And
Absolutely.
yeah,
My pleasure, buddy. I've enjoyed working with you guys. And I did realize in the beginning, Rashid, I did realize that it is a collaborative effort. We just did our seller campaign. And this year, in 2025, during December time, actually last year, me and Rashid, we got together and we said, you know what? I want to reshoot my videos and I want to hire a professional videographer this year, right? So we are collaborating. What can we do better? Last year we shot the thing with our phone and that did great. This year I said, you know what? Let's make it a little bit better.
and it's doing
Or
so much better as the result as well. Yeah,
yeah, so it is a great collaboration when you work with people who understand that, because here's the thing, guys. For online lead generation, guys, you're putting a dart out there in the dark, right? The internet is this big world, right? There's millions of agents, billions of customers and whatnot, right? What's going to stick? Who has the formula? What's going to stick? No one does, right? There's patterns, there's things that you can do, and things will stick. These guys will help find that pattern, and the only way to get that pattern or to find what sticks is to trial and error. They'll make video, tweak it, tweak it, tweak it. Oh, okay, we got a product now this is getting a lot of calls. And there it is. There's no secret sauce even with what they're doing. They're doing trial and error and they're making sure their videos, their campaigns and everything are really good, but at the same time they're ready to pivot and make changes to find that sweet spot, that winning spot. And once you have it, guys, after that your video's done. Now it's like on autopilot. It's running. You just gotta make sure you do your bit now.
amazing, amazing. Murtaza, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate working with you, and I'm wishing you a wonderful 2025 and a great rest of the day.
Yes, brother. Take care now.